Students, is the screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, have you done all those 4 assignments I gave in the last class regarding this
Yes, sir.
parallel
Yes,
lines,
sir.
perpendicular
Yes, sir.
lines?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very
Yes,
good.
sir.
Very good. Do you have any doubt on those programs? उसमें कुछ डाउट है?
No, sir. No, sir. No,
Very
sir.
good.
No,
Very
sir.
good. Very good. So those basically what I discussed. Let me tell till that we learn how to write a programs. We learn the basic syntax of a scanf and printf, which is very much used in every programs. We also learn how to write programs if it is a formula based, simple formula based. Let's say I want to find out the distance covered by a body if it has a initial velocity and acceleration after some time, or I have a formula to find out the current or voltage across a resistance or a current through a circuit. So given a formula, we can write down a program to find out the answer to any type of problems. But it's basically formula based programs, I will say. And all those programs which I discussed till now are sequential programs. Sequential means the order in which the statement or instructions are written in the program, they are executed in the same order. Till date, whatever programs we have written, all those programs, basically which I discussed, your TS might be giving some other program. I discussed every program, the execution of the statements in the programs are purely sequential order. The order in which we write down statement 1, statement 2, 3, 4, like this, they will have their execution in the same sequence. And today we'll discuss out of order executions. Out of order execution means I have statement 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me say that. I have written statement 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, 5. After statement 1, after execution of statement 1, it may transfer the execution, the control of execution to statement 5 rather than executing statement 2, 3, and 4. That we say basically out of order execution. So the statements are not executed in the same order. Sometime after statement 1, statement 2 may be executed. Sometime it can transfer control to statement 5 directly rather than executing statement 2, 3, and 4. So such type of program writings are also very much required for different types of applications. And we'll discuss basically how to execute the programs in out of order executions, not necessarily exactly in the order in which the statements are written in the programs which we all have already discussed. And you should not find any difficulty if the statements of the programs are to be executed in a sequential order, basically formula-based programs. So we'll discuss different types of control statement to achieve this out of order executions. To achieve this out of order execution, we'll discuss some control statements. And these control statements are again divided into 2 categories. I can say decision statements and loop control statements. Some are decision statements, some are loop control statements. But broadly, I say those are basically control statements used for out of order executions. And sometimes few statements are to be executed repeatedly. That is also the purpose of here. So either we'll discuss a decision control statement, loop control statements, go-to control statements, and then function call statements. These are the 4 type variety of statement by which we may not necessarily go to the next statement after execution of the current statement. Suppose I execute right now the ith statement, and the very next I may not necessarily go to the I plus 1th statements. If I'm currently executing the statement number 50, I may not go to statement number 51. I may go to statement number 100. I may go to statement, return back to statement number 5. And such type of executions can be achieved by either using a decision or a loop or a go to statement or a function calls. And we'll see one after another. And by that, we can control the flow of executions. We can control the flow of execution. Normally, in a program, the flow of execution is sequential or non-sequential normally?
Sequential.
Sir, sequential.
Sequential. Very
In
good.
the sequential
Yes,
form.
sequential. The order in which we have written, it should go in that way to execute the program. That we say basically flow control of the programs, normally sequential. But if I want, I can go for a non-sequential executions. And with the help of this, and sometimes the programs, the application demands to have a non-sequential execution. We'll discuss this. Before this, let me discuss about a block in C programming language. A C programming language is normally considered to be a block structured language. The whole program is written with number of blocks. A block is nothing but, if I compare it to the English language, it's nothing but a paragraphs. They're written for a particular intention, satisfying a particular, let me say, outcomes. Maybe when we write an essay, it may be introduction, then description, then conclusions. We write paragraphs for introduction, we write paragraph for description, and we write a paragraph for conclusions. So C programming language also supports blocks. A block consists of either one or more than one statements. A block consists of one or more number of instruction or more number of statements. If a block consists of more than one statement, it must be embedded inside curly braces. It's not that, so my paragraph like English, I'll start it from half of the line. Then I understand paragraph starts. No. If my block consists of more than one statement, to indicate start of the paragraph, I'll write down, here it is there, I'll basically write down the left bracket here. That gives the start of the paragraphs. And wherever the paragraph ends, after writing statement S1 and S2, S3, after writing all these statements belongs to this paragraph, I'll put again end curly braces. That indicates it's a block consists of more than one step. Sometimes, so even if my block has one statement, I can put this curly braces, but it is optional. It is optional. If your block, and what is the reason of writing a block, I'll explain it. Why I'll write a block, I'll come to this. But if my block contains only one statement, it is optional to put this curly braces. But if the block has more than one statement, it is mandatory to put those two statements inside those curly braces. Is it understood now?
Yes.
If a block has one statement, would you like to put a curly braces for that block?
So no need to put.
No, sir.
It's optional.
Very good. If it has more than one statement, let's say 5 statements constitute a block for some purpose, I have written this. Then those 5 statements, can it be written normally or they should be written inside this curly braces?
Inside the curly braces.
Indicate start of the blocks, end of the blocks. And we gradually understand why we write a block. We'll gradually understand, don't worry. So block I explain. Then next is, I'm coming to the decision statements, control statement first, then we'll move to loop statements like this, then function call like this. We'll move one after another. Decision control statements can be if or switch case. And if further is divided into 3 categories, I say it can be if statement, it can be if else statement, it can be if else if statements. The if else statement can further be written as a conditional operators. I'll come to this. And then switch case statements. This decision control statements broadly, if you after categorization, I can say 5. It can either be an if statement, or it could be if else statement, or if else if statements, or a conditional operators, and or switch case. We'll discuss one after another. We start with if, then I'll discuss if else, then I'll discuss if else if like this. Previously, I told when I want to discuss a statement, we need to discuss the grammar or the syntax of the statements. How do I write a if statements? What is the grammar for this? What is the syntax for this? And once I understand the syntax, I'll make use of those statements in my program to carry out a particular type of task. So let me first discuss the syntax of this type of statements. And with every syntax, I'll discuss some examples. I discussed if statement. Let me discuss one or two examples with this. I discussed if else. Let me discuss one or two examples with this. In that way, so you will learn the syntax, you'll practice it in a program, how this statement is used to get our work done in a computers. Is it understood what I'm going to discuss right now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now, come to the if statement first, okay? Look at this. The syntax is like this. If is a reserved word followed by expression inside bracket. Look at this. If sometimes this bracket might also be optional in some compilers. Most of the compilers I can say. Bracket. But to start with, for a better practice, I'll ask you to put these brackets, even if it is optional. The expression, keep it inside a bracket for better understanding. Keep it inside a bracket. So if inside bracket expression, again I say, but this bracket is optional, followed by a block, followed by next statements. And when I write next statements, I should write down my next statement ended with a semicolons. Every statement should be ended with a semicolons. But this if expression will not be ended with a semicolons. If expression, after that no semicolons. So if inside bracket expression, then I'll write a block. My block consists of either one statement or more than one statement. My block may either consist of one or more than one statement. Doesn't matter. If my block has one statement, I'll not put a curly braces to write down the statements. If my block has more than one statement, I'll definitely put a curly braces to keep all statements of the block inside that. And then I said is a next statement. Next statement is basically next to the block. And this next to the block, if the block has more than one statement, there will be a curly braces, then my next statements. If there is one statement, no curly braces. So this statement, if it is S1, this I can say S2. And look at this. This is a syntax. Let's try to understand the meaning, interpret the meaning of the statement and what it does. Normally, as I told, the computer will go on executing the instructions sequentially, and whenever it comes across the if statement, whenever the CPU comes across these if statements, it executes this statement fast. It executes this expression fast. This expression can be any type of statements. It can be an assignment statement, it can be a conditional statements, it can be a function call, it can be many type of statements. But only thing, this statement, the expression must return an integer value, not a floating point value. Do remember this. Do remember this. The expression can be any type of statement, but must be returning an integer value which could be treated as true or false. It accepts integer value because integer values are treated as true or false. Floating point values are not treated as true or false. So in the if statement, the CPU expects something to be written for which I will interpret this as true or false. Integer values are treated as a true and false. If you remember earlier also I told, so 0 is treated by the system as false, other than 0 is treated as true. It could be -1, it could be -2, it could be 1, it could be 5, like this. It's the expressions. Now, this is my question. Now I want to ask one thing over here. Can I write a statement, this expression, can I write a expression a less than 5? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let me say, if the value of A is 10, if the value of A is 10, will it return 0 or 1?
Zero.
If the value is 4, it returns basically
One. Any
One.
teacher.
this is
One.
no this returns 1. This is treated as false. This is treated as true.
True. Oh, okay.
Up to this is understood, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Now, what will happen if we treat it false true? I'll be coming to this. But before that, and this expression, again I say, this expression, can I write a statement like this? A assigns to B plus C, where my value of B is 2 and value of C is, let us say, 3. Can I write a statement like this?
No.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I never told it's a conditional statement. I could have written this expression as a conditional statement. I have never written it. As I told, it can be any type of statements. But only concern here is it should return an integer value. It will work provided A happens to be an integer. B and C are integer. If A is an integer, the whole expression returns an integer value or floating point value. Tell me.
Sir, integer value.
Integer value.
If I said this A is a floating point value, does it return an integer value or a float value?
Float value.
Float. In that case, it is not accepted.
Error.
Float.
In that case, it is not accepted.
Excellent.
It returns a float value. But the if statement will be giving an error during compilation, syntax error. Now tell me, assume this is an integer. What the expression will be evaluated to? Tell me what the value will be evaluated. B plus C will become 5.
Five. Sir,
A
2
will
plus 3,
become-
5.
A will become,
5.
and
5.
do remember what I told at the beginning, this assignment statement gets evaluated and the whole statement returns the value being returned by the right hand side expressions. Do you remember this? At the time of assignment statement, I told it.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
So what the whole statement returns right now?
5.
And if it returns 5, look at this. If it returns 5, this expression returns a value 5. 5 will be treated as a true or false.
True.
If it is treated as true, it will continue. And now let me say, had the C been minus 2, consider this. Let me say B equal to 2, C equal to minus 2. This expression would have written 5 or it would have written 0.
0.
The whole expression returns 0.
Zero.
Then this will be treated as a true or false.
False, sir. False.
But can I write a statement inside this by writing A assigns to 0? Yes or no?
No, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
By this, what will happen? A will be assigned to
0.
very good. And the whole statement will return 0 or 1.
0.
It's treated as false or true.
False.
Can I write down A assigns to minus 3?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
In that case, the expression will be treated as a false or true.
True, sir.
True.
Very good. Can I write this as A assigns to 2.5 where A is an
No, sir.
No, sir.
The float.
Error.
It should not return in float value. But I can write an assignment statement. I can write double equal.
Yes.
I can also write a single equal. It can be any type of statements, but the return value should be an integer, not a floating point value. Up to this, what would be the expression? Is it understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
This understanding, let me tell the
सर ये सिंगल इक्वल टू वाला एक बार समझा दीजिएगा वापस
क्या चीज?
डबल इक्वल टू वाला का हमको मालूम है सिंगल
अरे
इक्वल टू
double
वाला
equal
का
का
समझ में नहीं
कैसे नहीं मालूम? If I write here, let me say A double equal 5, the value of A is 2. Is A equal to 5? Answer is yes or no?
नो सर आई अंडरस्टैंड दिस सर बट
No, sir.
समझ में आया?
सर ये हमको मालूम है सर हम बोल रहे हैं ए इक्वल टू बी प्लस सी वाला जो आप दिए थे एग्जांपल
वो तो बता चुके हैं. हाँ बोले बोले के आगे बढ़े, फिर बोलोगे वो समझाओ. ऐसे तो समझाते रहेंगे पीछे.
सर हम बोले थे नहीं वो
नहीं कहा. सब लोग बोले 5 रिटर्न करेगा दिस दैट. यही तो तुम्हारा मुश्किल है.
नहीं सर 5 रिटर्न करेगा वो मालूम है लेकिन इफ
5 is
कंडीशन में
treated
हम
as
लोग
true.
को कैसे यूज कर
5
रहे हैं
is treated as true. That's all.
सर
You are confused because you know C language. Those who have not learned, they are not confused with this. You have studied a wrong C language. That is why you are confused. Your confusion is because you know C language and you have not studied properly. You only know this expression will be this double equal or greater than 5 like this. You have only studied this. You have never studied a statement. This could be A assigns to 2. It could be A assigns to B plus C like this. That's wrong. यही तो तुम्हारा मुश्किल है. पढ़ते हो ठीक से नहीं पढ़ते. I told it can be any type of statements. Try to unlearn what you have already learned. Or unlearn first. Then learn what I am teaching. Possibly you will not have any problem. Your problem is you are thinking that how it is assignment, it should always be double equal. But I categorically told it can be any type of statements. I didn't tell it's a conditional statements. With that, if it's any type of statement, it could be A assigns to B plus C, that's all. Only thing that this will be evaluated. Whatever value it gives will be assigned to A and the whole statement returns that value. And with that value, if we'll treat it is a true or false. And based upon that, a decision will be taken, which I'm discussing just now. Look at this. In C language, non-zero integers are treated as true, zero is treated as false. Every conditional statements can return either 0 or 1 depending on true or false. But all of the statement like assignment, it returns an integer value and that is treated as true or false based upon its value 0 or non-zero. Now look at this, what will happen? If this expression comes out to be true, if the expression comes out to be true, it executes the block, then it goes to the next statements. Understood it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If the expression comes out to be true, if the expression comes out to be true, it executes the block, then it follows the next statements. Is it understood, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Yes, sir.
Then, if the expression comes out to be false, it will not execute the block, directly it goes to the next statement.
Directly.
Is the sequence of execution understood, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If the expression turns out to be false, returns a non-zero value, then the block will not be executed. It will directly go to the next statement for execution and continue your sequential executions. Is it understood the sequence of execution? Sorry?
Yes,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
बैठ जाने से
yes,
अब हम पूछेंगे नहीं भी इसके
सर
बाद.
एक्सक्यूज मी सर
True.
Yes.
Sir, समझ
सर अगर एक
समझ गया.
नेगेटिव
Sir, I have a doubt.
हाँ पूछो.
सर a इज इक्वल टू b प्लस c की जगह सिर्फ अगर हम लोग b प्लस c लिखे तो
लिख दो. Absolutely no problem.
ठीक है सर.
You can write 5 also. You can write, let me say, you can write if, sorry. Let me say, you can write E5. That is no problem. This will return what value?
True or false?
True.
No,
True.
it will return
True.
5. It has,
True.
True, sir.
I
True.
can write this
Non-zero
if
number two.
0.
False.
False.
That's all.
False.
False.
It should return an integer value. समझ में आया?
हाँ सर समझ गया.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Look at this. Suppose my block consists of more than one statement. I don't write down the exact statement. Let me identify the statements as S1, S2, and S3. Could be any type of statements, what we have written till our printf, scanf, addition statements like this. I would like to execute a block with this if condition. I would like to execute this block if the if condition is satisfied. I write down those block of statements or a group of statements inside this curly braces S1, S2, S3, the next statements. If the expression turns out to be true, it executes S1, S2, S3, then next statements. If the expression turns out to be false, I'll only execute next statements. And if my block consists of one statements, I'll not put the curly braces. I'll only write down statement S1, then next statements. Is it understood? Yes or no? When to put a curly braces, when not to put a curly braces?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
And if my block is of only one statement, I may not put a curly braces. If you put, doesn't matter. So now let me say there are some relational or equality operators being used in case of this expressions. Normally we use, if I say normally this expression, you just this operators like this, normally. But it can be any other statement like assignment a function call like this. It can be a simple constant. As somebody suggested, it can simply be if A, I can write down. I can write down inside this. I can write if A also. If value of A is 0, this will be true or false.
False. False, sir. False.
If value of A is equal to 10, this will be true or false.
Sir, true.
That's all. That's all. It can be any type of statements. But ordinarily, normally, we write down this expression as statement like this: x double equal y, x not equal to y, x less than y, like this, like this, like this. And in these cases, the return value is 0 and 1. In all these cases, the return value is 0 and 1. 0 is treated as false, 1 is treated as true over here. If I write down the below statement, look at this: A double equal B, A assigns B. In this case, what will happen if I write down both the cases? Let me write down here the value of A is equal to 0 and the value of B is equal to 1. What will happen? In this case, it will return a true value or false value?
Sir, false value.
Very good.
False value.
False.
But in the next case, will it return a true value or false value?
False value.
True.
True value.
True
Right.
value. True value.
Look at this. That's the
There is no
question.
difference.
So in the first case, will the value of A and B be changed or they will remain same?
Same.
They remain same.
In the second case, will the value of A remain 0 or it will be changed to 1?
One.
Change to 1.
Change to 1.
That's
Change
most
to 1.
important point. But both are accepted as an expression, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Both are accepted. Only point is they must be returning integer value. That's all. Is it understood now? Huh?
Sir, again, sir.
What's catch is again?
Sir, A equal to B is
Huh?
false.
Huh?
But sir,
No,
how
no,
that
not
A
what.
equal to B
No,
is
no, not what. Is it understood?
Hmm?
Is it understood?
Yes.
This is understood. Then what is not understood? Ask.
Sir, then how that A equal to B is true?
A equal to B, what would be the value of A and what would be the value of B after execution of this? Tell me what would be the value of A and what would be the value of B after execution of this? A assigns to B. Tell me.
Oh, okay, sir. 1, 1.
1, 1. Very
Both
good.
will be 1.
Both will be 1. This
Now,
statement will return which value? Any value or value of the right hand side expression?
right hand side expression 1.
What the right hand side expression returns?
True.
It returns 1.
हाँ,
Right hand
one.
side expression returns 1. This 1 is treated as true or false?
True.
समझ में आया कि नहीं है?
Yes, sir.
So normally we write this type of statements, but do remember we can also write assignment statements, a function call like this when future we'll see. First program. Let's see. Write a program to give a grace mark of 60 if the age is क्या लिखा पता नहीं उस क्वेश्चन में क्या है ये तो देख नहीं रहा क्या लिखा है एज इज
Below 50.
below 50. Yes, below 50. Else give 40 mark grace. So everyone will get a grace mark of 40. Only concern is the students whose age is below 50 will get an additional 20 mark grace. Is the question understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, the question is understood. Now let's write down the program. When we write down the program, if you remember it, if you write down the program, look at this. First variable declarations. What variable you will declare? Marks of the students. Are you listening or you are not listening?
Listening.
Listening, sir. So mark
Here
is
is every
age.
students will have a mark. He will either get 40 or 60 mark rest depending upon his age. So
Yes,
what
sir.
variables I will have in this program? One or two?
Mark.
Mark is one of the variables.
Two.
Age will be another
Age.
variable or not?
Sir, one is
Yes, sir. Age
Yes.
another variable.
So
mark.
how many variable you will declare?
Two.
two variables.
One is the current mark and the current age. We'll declare two variables. Both the variables, let's say, we'll declare as integers, marks and age. Then we need to assign those variables. You can assign using assignment statement or using scanf statements. Scanf statement will dynamically assign. You assign it. Up to this understood, tell me yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
We'll scan the marks and age of the person from the keyboard. Then our computation will start. As I told, we'll go for a declaration statements, then we assign the value, then we'll go for computations. Everyone will get a grace mark of 40. But the students whose age is below 50, they will get additional 20 mark grace. So let me add 40 marks first. Mark equal to mark plus 40 in any way. Then I'll test the age. If it is less than 50, I'll make mark equal to mark plus 20. Is it understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
After adding 40, I test the age. If age is less than 50, your marks will be marks plus 20. Otherwise, if the age is more than 50, greater than or equal to 50, will this mark be added 20 or it will not be added?
Not
It not be added.
Here the block consists of one statement or more than one statement.
One.
statement.
One statement.
Then
No
we'll
need of
printf,
that.
No
We'll
need
print
calibration.
we'll printf the final marks over here and we'll write return 0. Is the program understood, Abbas? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let's
So
go to
we
the
need
next.
to assign one more variable, right? For
Which
marks.
variable?
One for, the grace marks and one for those additional grace marks.
Ah,
for
you-
age 50.
You do? Absolutely no
Do
problem.
we have to need one more variable?
Take another variable.
Okay.
Original marks, then after grace marks. Very good. Yes, that will be done. Thank you. So, have you understood this?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Very good.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Next, let's go to the another programs. So in KIT University, we have students of the university or students of the international school. Students who are studying from class 1 to 12, they are the students of international school, they are KIT students. But beyond this 12th class, all are coming under university. They are KIT university students. So some are KIT students, some are KIT university students. You happen to be the KIT university students. But that depends upon in which class you are reading, whether you are less than 12, equal to 12 or greater than 12. That will decide. We'll write a program for this. So in this program, we'll go for, let's say, display KIT. Then I'll display university if the class is greater than 12. Then I will display students. I'll have three printf statements. My first printf statement will display KIT. My last printf statement will display student. In between the middle statement may either display university or may not display at all. Is it understood, Utkarsh?
Yes, sir.
So first KIT will definitely be displayed or will go to check.
Definitely.
And it will be
The last student will certainly be displayed or will check.
Say it would be certainly
Displayed.
And
Yes, sir.
university may either be displayed, may not be displayed, depending upon the class. Do you all agree to me? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Let me.
Yes.
How many variables I'll declare in this case?
One.
One. That's the class. Okay. I'll declare a variable class as an integer, maybe less than 10 or other than this. Value assigned using printf statement. Assign the class. Then display KIT. Printf backslash any optional KIT. KIT. Display it. Then take a decision to display university or not. Can anyone suggest what statement I'll write here to take a decision to display university or not display anything?
If class greater than 12.
Yes.
then if class
greater than 12, print
greater than 12,
12
print
or
f,
equal to 12.
हाँ ठीक है, print f.
University.
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 If class greater than 12, print f university. When I wrote in university, I gave a space. Do you identify it?
sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Can you say
Yes.
why I have given this space?
To maintain the gap.
Space
Because
between
that
the
gap. See, you give after
Block,
kit
block.
also. Kit space you can give it. Otherwise, if somebody will not read it as a kit university, he'll read a K2V nursery like this. Yes or no?
Sir, why the space? Please.
Space nahi then say how it will be printed? Will it print K2 university or it will be, display
Oh, okay,
K2
sir.
university?
Understood.
It will be continuous.
Thank you, sir.
Then I'll display the students, printf students. So if this is not satisfied, directly it come to print the students. If it is satisfied, it prints university, then it will come to this. Is it understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We'll go for small programs. Next programs. Look at this. Have you heard of Wheaton Bridge?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir.
Sir, yes.
Yes, sir.
Wheaton Bridge, basically, there is a bridge like this, a parallelogram, and in between B to D, we have connected it with the galvanometer, and the deflection of the galvanometer is 0 when P by R is equal to Q by S. When the proportion of the resistance P by R is equal to R by S, then the galvanometer deflection will be 0. That means no current is flowing from B to D. What
Sir,
I
you are
told is
also
correct or
a
not?
physics teacher, sir.
नहीं ऐसे फिजिक्स थोड़ी ना पढ़ाता हूँ मैं, थोड़ी मैं जानता हूँ.
Yes.
All-rounder teacher.
आने से पता चलेगा यहाँ जब देखो.
सर लग रहा है सर physics लग रहे हो.
क्या रोहित क्या पूछ रहे हो? थोड़ा सुनाई नहीं देता, तुम्हारा साउंड ठीक से नहीं आ रहा है.
सर physics लग रहे हो.
भाई नेट खराब है भाई तेरा, छोड़ दो.
हाँ थोड़ा आवाज नहीं.
तुम्हारा नेट खराब है.
Or I can say also it's P by Q R by S or P by R equal to R by S. Then the galvanometer, no current will flow from B to D, and the ratios are not same. Some current will flow from B to D, and B. Sometimes in some application we use a galvanometer. S is a variable resistance. It's called as a varactor. It's a variable resistance. The resistance of S may vary. Look at the picture. It's a variable resistance. And our objective is to make this, the current passes through B to D should be 0. And to do this, we can change, make a calibration in the resistance S. We can make a calibration in the resistance S over here so that the current passing through B to D will be 0 over here. Is the problem understood first? The basic of a galvanum, of a resistance bridge?
Yes, sir.
ये भी प्रैक्टिकल में क्यों हो गया +2 में. So now we'll write a program here to first say whether my Wheaton bridge is balanced or not. If it is balanced, then the property must be satisfied. P by R must be equal to Q by S, or P by Q equal to R by S must be satisfied. And if it is not balanced, find out the value of S so that Wheaton bridge will be balanced. Remember, P, Q, and R all are fixed resistance. But the resistance S is basically a variable resistance character, which can be changed. So find out the value of S if it is not balanced so that the bridge will be balanced. Is the problem understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
ये तो हम भी
Yes, sir.
कॉपी में कर सकते हैं सर, आसान हो जाएगा. We want to get it done by the computers. ये कंप्यूटर में करना है. So first I need to check is the balance or not. Now I'll declare my variables. Yes or no?
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
मैंने फॉर्मूला
Yes,
दे
sir.
दिया. P by Q double equal R by S.
ठीक है सर.
ये थोड़ा डिवीजन डालने से थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम कभी कभी होता है क्या ना, ये डिवीजन में फ्लोटिंग पॉइंट डिवीजन आ जाता है, and floating point division creates a lot of problem in exact assignment. If I
Okay.
ask you 1/3, different students will find out different values, yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
सब एक ही
sir.
आंसर नहीं
Yes.
देंगे, कुछ बोलेंगे
हम्म।
0.33, कुछ बोलेंगे सर 0.334, कुछ बोलेंगे सर 0.3334, like this. So when we go for comparison, if it is possible for to avoid a division, avoid divisions for comparisons, avoid it. So we will go for multiplications. P into S will be equal to R into Q, both are same. समझ में आया कि नहीं है?
हाँ सर.
ये कभी नहीं
हाँ।
पढ़ाते P into S. ये कंप्यूटर प्रोग्राम जब करोगे इसको प्रीफर करते हैं multiplication because of this. And division also takes more time than multiplications. You will agree to me, sir. ज्यादा टाइम लगता है डिवीजन में, है कि नहीं है? जब 14 पॉइंट डिवीजन करते
हाँ
हैं,
सर.
हाँ,
Yes, sir.
वो भी कंप्यूटर
Yes,
ऐसी चीज है. Because I know architecture, I can tell. Normal teacher cannot tell. Division takes more time in by the CPU also. So you'll go for it. So if P into S equal to R into Q, then the bridge is balanced. Tell me first. We start writing the program. How many variables I will take in my programs first?
Sir, 4.
Very good. Very good. Very good.
4 variables.
Very good. Very good. तुम जैसे ही बोला ऐसे ही कर दिया मैंने. We'll declare the
ठीक है, sir.
variables and assign
Yes,
the
sir.
values to P, Q, R, S. We'll take help of your scanf statements. You can use 1 scanf statements or 4 scanf statements, doesn't matter, or 2, whatever you like. यहाँ तक समझ में आया कि नहीं यार? Do you understand up to this? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
भाई,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
वेरिएबल असाइन कर दे, उसके बाद कंप्यूटेशंस करेंगे. क्या कंप्यूटेशन करेंगे? टेस्ट द बैलेंस, टेस्ट फॉर द व्हिस्टन ब्रिज इज बैलेंस्ड और नॉट. इफ बैलेंस, डिस्प्ले इट इज बैलेंस्ड एंड एग्जिट. बैलेंस होने से यू नीड नॉट टू चेंज द कैरेक्टर एस, नीड नॉट टू चेंज, एग्जिट. एंड फॉर एग्जिटिंग ए फंक्शन I can write down return 0. One, wherever CPU encounters return 0, no further computation occurs. Do remember this. When the CPU encounters return 0, the subsequent statement will not be executed. So if balance, display balance and exit. If not balance, if it is not balanced, should I exit or I should balance then exit?
Balance and
You
exit.
should balance.
At first we have to balance it.
To
then
balance it, what will compute? Display not balanced, find the value of S to balance it and display the value of S. Is it understood? Yes or no? Tell me, Amarjit. समझ में आया कि नहीं आया?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir. समझ गए.
Yes, sir.
अच्छा. पहले स्कैन करेंगे, उसके बाद चेक करेंगे if it is balanced or not. If it is balanced, find nothing to be done. We'll display it and return. If it is not balanced, we'll find out the value of S to make it balanced and display the value of S and exit. Exit means return 0. Up to this, the whole the abstract of the program is understood. Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
अब आगे बढ़ते हैं. Float. I declare float. Do you understand why do I declare float? Because some people may use division operations. Integer division may not give a correct result. Understood it?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Very good.
Yes, yes, sir.
Very good. Very good. Then assign the values. Assign the value and हमें scanf लिखा नहीं. Can you write on your own?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
sir.
See, I wrote just in blue color. Many things I'm not writing. Don't copy it. Don't copy it to in a program. Assign the values P, Q, R, S. You must write scanf statement for this. Henceforth, many things I'll avoid writing in my programs. If you directly copy and run, it will not run. Now, if P into S double equal R into Q, printf the Wheatstone bridge is balanced and return 0. Is it understood? My block now consists of 1 statement or more than 1 statement?
One statement.
More
No,
than
Chitran,
one.
Chitran,
More than
one.
look
More
at
than
this.
Then one statement.
No, 1 statement is black, 1 statement is red. How many
More
statements
than
my
one.
block contains? I wrote it
Two.
inside. one list.
Okay, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Two statement. Sir, two.
One is printf, one is return. दो
Yes.
स्टेटमेंट दिख रहा है कि एक दिख रहा है? मैं इसीलिए ब्लैक में किया, रेड में किया, क्योंकि तुमको एक ही दिखेगा. My block now tell me finally 1 statement or 2 statement. उत्कर्ष. जीरे और कौन है? Anushka Jana, do you see 2 statement or 1 statement inside my block?
Sir, two statements.
2 statements. One is printf, one is return. And if this is satisfied, we'll return from here. Will you continue to execute the rest of the statements?
No, sir.
Yes, Satta.
No,
Will
sir.
you execute? No. Very good.
No, sir.
Very good. If I'll return. I don't write if statement here, else statement here. I write again if statements. Sorry, I print f now. If this is satisfied, I'll return. If this is not satisfied, I'll come here. If P into S is not equal to R into Q, I will not enter here, I will not return. I'll come the printf statement. So we start this is not balanced. Let me find out S equal to R into Q by P. And printf the value of S and return 0. Is it understood now? Tell me yes
Sir,
or
we
no.
will write the next statement also in the same block.
Which statement?
Printf. This printf.
No, printf is not inside the block. It is outside the block.
Oh yes. Sir. Okay.
It is outside the block.
So this time we don't have to put if function again.
No, why? If this is not true, it is understood it is not balanced, yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Why I'll write again if statements to unnecessarily give a burden to this?
Okay, okay, got it.
ये अगर नहीं होता लिख सकते हो कोई फायदा होगा क्या?
नहीं, sir.
नहीं. So why should I write? Is the program understood, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Next. Write a program to find out the largest between three numbers. We have three numbers. Let me say the numbers are A, B, and C. We need to find out the largest between these three numbers and display it on the screen. Is the problem understood? Tell me yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Problem only. Kostav. I'm not asking to tell the solution. The problem, what I'm going to write a program is understood, yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
How many inputs are given for this program?
3.
Three input.
Those names A, B, and C. You can use another variable number 1, number 2, number 3. I took the name of the variable as A, B, and C. Will find out the largest among these. And how to do this? Let me explain it a little bit. So in this case, the basic procedure we follow like this. I'm giving an example. Let me say A equal to 3, B equal to 5, C equal to, or क्या क्या लिया मैंने पढ़ नहीं पा रहा हूँ.
A equals to
Equal
30,
to
B equals
30,
to
50,
50.
20. Yes, sorry, 30, 50, 20. I will took one more variable, temporary variable max. I will take one more temporary variable max. Do remember this. And max, at the end of the program, max will hold the largest value. Max will hold the largest value. Is it understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And when I start my program, max can initialize to any of the variable, assuming that is the largest value. Assuming. Understood it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's my
Yes, sir.
assumption. That is my assumption. And at the end of the program, max must be holding the largest value. So what I'll do, I'll initialize A to max. I'll initialize the first number A to max. I'll go on comparing this max with the second number, then third number, then fourth number like this. When I compare it to the second number, if my second number is greater than the value available in the max, if it is greater, then max will be changed with this greater value. Otherwise, max will remain as it is. Then I'll go to the third value. Then I'll go to the fourth value, fifth value like this. I'll do it for 3, but you will write a program for 5 numbers and you will need to find out the largest among 5 numbers. I'll show it for 3, you will do it for 5. Understood my question?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, in step 2, sir,
Huh?
if second number is max, then second number will be the max.
Yes, second
will
number is
compare from-
larger than max will be the second.
Second. Okay, sir.
Okay,
Then
sir.
I'll do the same thing with third and fourth like this. I'll continue to do this up to 4, 5 like this. So start my step 1. Is the step 1 understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Max
sir.
will become 30.
Yes, sir.
Then next step 2, I compare this max with B. And then B is larger. Then max will become?
50.
50.
Sir.
Is the step 2 understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Suppose B had been only, let's say 16. In that case, max will remain as 30 or it will become 16.
Sir,
Remain-
Sir, it remains 30.
Remain 30.
Then I'll compare to the third variable. Max is larger or C is larger?
Sir,
Max is larger.
Max is
Max is larger.
Do you need
Max
to
is
bring the
larger.
value of C or you keep it as it is?
The keep it
As
as
it is,
it is.
sir.
And I'll go on comparing if I have 5 variable D and E like this. Finally, max will be the largest value. Is it understood? Tell me yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And with
Yes,
this
sir.
logic, let me start writing the program, declare the variables. How many variables I need to declare?
Three.
Four.
One max is also
Max,
Max
max,
is
sir.
included here.
max including max.
Will you read all variables? 4 or 3 variable only?
Three.
Three variable one.
Very good. Did I write correctly?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Declare
sir.
variables and assign the values using scanf. Up to this, is it understood everyone? Tell me yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Among आगे क्या बोलोगे? What will be there if I write down the next statement here? So I'm gonna test. I said assign max to A. क्या लिखेंगे इधर? ये rate
Max
statement-
equals to A.
Max.
Oh, very good. Semicolon देंगे या नहीं देंगे?
Yes, sir. Semicolon.
Sir.
बोलो बोलो.
हाँ नहीं sir. Clear sir.
Clear. Yes. Next test. हम test करेंगे. If B greater than max, then max will be B, otherwise max will be as it is. Do you understand the rate statements? Everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
के
Yes.
बाद फिर हम टेस्ट करेंगे किसको? C greater than max. टेस्ट करेंगे. Then display the largest. Is it understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
मैंने 3 के लिए
Yes, sir.
समझाया. तुम लोग कितने के लिए लिखोगे?
Sir, 5.
Five.
Remember this. You'll write for 5. Okay. Very simple.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, can we print that in the block and return from there?
If you return, do remember, you will return from the whole things. Next statement will never be executed. Return का मतलब समझे कि नहीं समझे?
Yes, sir.
Return is like this. Suppose I have statement S1, S2, S3, then return, then S4, then S5. If I execute the statement sequentially, will it execute 4 and 5?
No, sir.
No, sir. If you want that, you write return. If you want S4, S5 should be executed, don't write return.
Okay, sir.
You define your purpose, then see what is to be written to satisfy my purpose. Now, brainstorming finally, okay? यहाँ थोड़ा brainstorm करना पड़ेगा. थोड़ा देख रहे हो कि कितना दिमाग कैसे खिलता है इधर.
Yes, sir.
बोलो अभी क्या होगा? Left hand side first. I have the integer variable A assigned to 0. Come to the left. What would be printed here?
X, Y. Yes sir. एक line.
X.
Yes, why होगा, sir.
सब लोग कॉपी में लिखो क्या प्रिंट होगा. So that when I will tell, you will verify your answer. समझ लो मैं what I want to tell? You write and tell. What would be printed in the left hand by the left hand side block? Have you written it?
Yes sir.
Yes,
Shankar, have you written it?
sir.
Afterwards,
Yes,
have you
sir.
written it?
Yes sir. Yes sir.
Yes.
Yes sir.
क्या लिखो बताओ मेरा लेफ्ट हैंड साइड क्या डिस्प्ले होगा?
X axis Y.
Y.
Only come to the right hand side. I'll give explanation. Don't worry. I'll come to the explanation. Don't worry. I'll listen your answers. Right hand side. What would be display?
So right hand side 111. Space 111.
But left hand side both. Very good. Come to the next one. Very correctly. In the left hand side, look at this. This is true. If it is true, it will go to the block. The block contains one statement or more than one statement.
More than one statement.
Oh, my block contains only one statement. Had it been more than one, there would have been a bracket.
Yes sir. Yes
If there is
sir.
no
One
bracket
statement.
means it contains only one statement. Do remember this.
Yes, sir.
And after execution of the block, it will go to the next statement or not.
Yes, sir.
Yes
That is
sir.
why it will print the same line XXX XXY. But the right hand side is false. Will not enter to the block. Go to the next statement. Will go on printing 4 number of ones. Is it understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes
sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Next question. Tell me left hand side.
The KIT University.
Yes, very good. Right hand side.
University.
University.
Very good.
Only university, sir.
Very good. The left hand side, it is true. And because it is true, it will execute kit, which is the block. And after printing the block, it will go to the next to the block, which is university. But if I come to the right hand side, if A is 0 is false. If it is false, it will not enter the block. It will go to the next to the block, which is university. It will not be printed. Is it understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very
Yes,
good.
sir.
Very good. Next one, left hand side.
Computer science engineering.
Huh?
Computer science engineering.
Computer science engineering.
Sir, engineering bus.
Engineering.
लेफ्ट हैंड साइड बोलो क्या क्या होगा पहले फिर राइट हैंड साइड चलेंगे
Engineering.
Engineering.
Computer science engineering.
Look at this.
Engineering.
I already told you this assigns to one. Assigns
Dono
to one
line
means
execute.
it return true or false.
Computer science. True. Computer science engineering.
If it returns to true, it will enter to the block. It will print computer science. SC. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
After that, this statement is inside the block or next to the block.
Next to the
Next
block.
to the block.
It will also
Inside the block.
it will print computer science engineering. If it understood, tell me yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
With this understanding, let me proceed to the right hand side. Be
Safe
assigned to-
engineering. Only engineering.
I'm coming.
Engineering.
Computer science engineering.
Ruko. How many variable I used in this? One or two?
Two.
What was the initial value of A?
0.
Zero.
Very good. Very good. Up to this is understood to everyone. Tell me yes or no. There are
Yes,
two
sir.
variables
Yes,
B.
sir.
Up to, then we will proceed. If you have understood up to this, B assigns to A plus plus. Plus plus will be operated fast or B will be assigned to A fast.
B will be assigned.
B will be assigned to
If B assigns to A, what would be the value of B?
0.
Zero.
After evaluation of this, what would be the value of A?
One.
1.
But this whole statement will return the right hand side value, which is 0. Is it true or false?
Yes, sir.
false.
True.
If it is false, will it execute the block or will not execute?
No.
Not executed.
It only execute engineering.
Only engineering engineering.
Yes, sir.
Understood everyone? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Had it been plus plus A, had it been plus plus A,
Then
Computer
it's
science
true
engineering.
computer science engineering.
Engineering executing.
that time value of B would have been 0 or it would have been 1.
1.
One, sir.
Do you understand this? Tell me yes or no.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So can you repeat this again? Which one? A plus plus or plus plus A? यही तो तुम लोगों को गलती है जब पढ़ाते हैं तब हाँ ना नहीं बोलते खत्म होने के बाद जब आगे जा रहे हैं पूछ लिए प्लस प्लस A. What is the value of A and B at the beginning? Tell me what is the value of A and B at the beginning?
A equal to 0.
A equal to 0. B doesn't matter. If I write plus plus A, what would be the value of A prior to the evaluation of the statement? A will become
1.
and B will also become
1.
and the whole statement returns a value.
1.
1 is treated as
True.
and when it is true, it will execute only L2 or both L1 and L2.
Both L1
and
Is it understood? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
यही सब समझना पड़ेगा तुम लोग को थोड़ा ब्रेन सब कैसे होता है क्या होता है.
Yes, sir.
So up to this is understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
देखता हूँ आगे क्या है अगले क्लास में पढ़ाएंगे थोड़ा acquainted हो जाओ ये सब चीज में ठीक है.
Yes, sir.
All these
Yes,
6
sir.
blocks which I have written here, please test it in your computer with the help of a programs. Write a program for these all 6 blocks and test it whether you are getting the proper answer or not. Do a postmortem on this.
Okay.
पूरा पोस्टमार्टम करो क्या होता है 0 लिखने से क्या होता है या A लिखने से क्या होता है. If I write down A assigns to 0 what होता है. If I write A sorry. If I write here A assigns to 0 what is happening inside this. If I write A double equal 0 what is happening. All this make a postmortem on this and declare this A as a floating point variable float A. 2.0. Then write what is happening. You write simply A. See why syntax error is coming. Do you understand this or not?
Yes, sir.
Then you declare
Yes,
int B, but float A. You write B assigns to A. Are you getting an error or not? Look at this. So ये पढ़ना मतलब जैसे जैसे मैंने बोला, you test it and see what you are getting and why you are getting. Observe it. Self observations. Not that everything I will tell. I told more or less the logic over here. Then you have to test many things to learn it. So all these you will be testing. Then as I told, so you will write programs for largest for 3 numbers and 5 numbers. Again, Ritika Gupta. Note down the roll numbers. Ritika Gupta, the technical assistants, and you find out and deduct 2 marks from continuous evaluation. Ritika Gupta, wherever she is present or he is present, I do not know, girls or boys. So you deduct 2 marks from continuous evaluations. So then this 3 for 5 you write, and prior to this I discussed this Whiston Brace and this KIT university students or students, KIT students, then for this grace marks, all these you do and do some postmortem on this if statement, why it works, why not works, why it happening like this. Okay.
Sir, once we can show the working of Kit program.
क्या चीज
Working of that Kit program. Once more.
समझ लेना जोर से बोलो था
वो किट वाला प्रोग्राम, किट यूनिवर्सिटी वाला प्रोग्राम और एक बार दिखाएंगे
क्यों
वर्किंग
दिखाएं
आपको।
खुद से करो ना, खुद से लिखो ना, दिखा तो देंगे हम, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, खुद
सर
से लिखो ना।
वर्किंग देख, मैं को कोडिंग नहीं देखना, खाली वर्किंग देखना उसका, बस 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 इतने।
हाँ उससे करो, हो जाए। ओके सो नाउ लेट मी बारह बजे थे। हाँ
नमस्कार।
नमस्कार, ठीक है। Now you will enter to your breakout room. I will enter sometime later. If you have any doubts, you can ask me at that time also. But keep a note whatever doubt you have. लिख के रखो, अगर मैं घुसता हूँ तो फिर पूछते नहीं।
Yes, sir.
समझ में आया सत्यव्रत साहू?
Yes, sir.
पूरा बुझ लो। दीपज्योति गॉन, डू यू अंडरस्टैंड?
Yes, sir.
यस सर, यस सर,
यस सर।
अलंकृत, रोहन नाग, understand the class?
यस सर।
Anisa Sarkar, do you understand the class?
Sir, as everyone is going to breakout room now, I wanna ask a question.
Yes.
What is double equals to?
Double equal, check whether it is equal to this or not. Single is the assignment. A assigns to 5. It will assign 5 to A. A double equal 5. It checks whether A is equal to 5 or not. Understood it?
Okay, sir, got it.
डबल इक्वल में चेक कर रहा है कि नहीं है, सिंगल इक्वल में असाइन कर रहा है। आया समझ में?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Now you go to
Sir,
breakout. हाँ बोलो।
एक्सक्यूज मी सर,
Yes.
मैं यहाँ पे नई हूँ, लाइक मैंने आज ही ज्वाइन किया है क्लास, मैंने पिछले वाले क्लासेस नहीं किए, सो कोई दिक्कत होगा तो मैं क्या करूँ?
See. You enter to your breakout. Do you know your breakout room?
यस सर, रूम नंबर 1।
You enter there. There are teaching assistants. I don't think you'll find any difficulty in doing the programs. They will help you. I will also enter sometime later to help you if you have any doubt.
Sir, I'm sorry. Sir, I've joined the class today.
No problem.
अच्छा क्वेश्चन थोड़ा एक जन शेयर करो। ग्रुप में भी भेज सकते हैं। ମୁଁ ପୁରା ମୁଁ ପୁରା ତରତରରେ ଆସୁଛି ପୁରା ଠିକ କି ଛକରେ ଫୋନ୍ ଟା ଆଇଲା ଆଉ ମୁଁ କହିଲି ଆପଣ କଣ ବୋଧେ ଗାଡି ଫେଣି ନାହିଁ ବୋଧେ ଫୋନ୍ ମାରିଛନ୍ତି फोन टा करला बेलू सर रीमेड एग्जाम के लिए थोड़ा पूछना था बोले रखो ମୁଁ ପୁରା ମାଇंड टेंशन में आउट स्पीड रे तापर आसी कॉल बैक कर दे सर रीमेड एग्जाम के लिए मुझे तुम एग्जाम से कॉल करो मुझे क्यों पूछ रहे हो मेंटी नो
Excuse me, sir.
यस
So I sent the programs, only the last program instead of 3 are told to do it with 5 numbers. Other than that, all of the programs were done in the class.
ठीक है करो वही प्रोग्राम करो उसके बाद मैं क्वेश्चन देता हूँ ठीक है
एक ही करना है
नहीं जो चार प्रोग्राम दिए हैं एग्जाम्पल भी उसको कंपाइल करो
सॉल्व वाले भी कर लेना
हाँ
सॉल्व वाले भी करने ना
हाँ सारा करो
ओके